One of the poignant small details in the story that was mentioned was that one, you saw a friend shot by a sniper while you were in Iraq, and then you began keeping notes in a journal of when you went to memorial services for American servicemen and others in both places, and ultimately you went to 187 memorial services. Are we specifically engaged enough on this for you to feel like sacrifices that you and lots of other people made were worth it?
Maybe I think a lot of people perhaps just don't understand. Now, I've been overseas in Iraq in these two wars for many, many years, and so I have a different perspective on this. But I think in many ways, the country has moved on to whatever the issue is of the day, as opposed to deeper, more substantive foreign policy issues. Now they're more focused on whatever their Twitter account says about the Kardashians or Trump or whatever the things are, and that's in many ways unfortunate, because the issues that we're dealing with, not only just in Iraq and Afghanistan, but elsewhere, deserve substantive discussion. They deserve substantive debate, disagreement, and we seem to have lost that, and that's unfortunate. And if anything, I try to always stay away from whether Iraq is the right war or the wrong war, Afghanistan's the right war or the wrong war. What's important to me is honoring those who have sacrificed. The soldiers, the Marines, sailors, civilians, and that's what drives me a lot in why I stayed involved in these things for so long, and why I went to so many memorials. Because the memorials, I would just stand inside, and it would be in many ways just a quiet moment of reflection for me, of in many ways it would reaffirm my own sort of commitment to this, and that it's also bigger than any one individual. And that's the sort of way I look at it.
The downrange memorial services too they're really personal and interesting if you haven't seen one before. It's usually a little combat outpost. There's always a buddy speech. The dead soldier's best friend gives up and delivers a short, 3 to 5 minute, very emotional, very honest kind of eulogy to the guy, ridden in this little combat outpost, usually less than a half a mile from where the incident happened. Then there's a roll call in which the first sergeant of the company reads out the roll of all the names, and the soldier who's died doesn't answer. It's a really striking, moving moment.